Well, good morning, cellmates. I'm inviting you to come and spend time with me in my art room, cellmates. Oh, that was a pun that somebody had put on one of my comments, and I thought that that was excellent because I'd always called you guys cellmates way before this virus ever came about. So, and now we're all in isolation in our own home. So yeah, it's pretty bizarre. But anyway, we've got to make the most of it. We've got to just spend this time, I suppose, like keeping ourselves busy in whatever we choose to do, whether it is just watching videos, that's a nice pastime, especially creative videos, or get down and get dirty and order some paints if you haven't got them, and try to do a bit of art yourself while you're at home. You might surprise yourself. So today again I'm using my Mont. These are just poster paints, or tempera, I think you call them in the US. I do mix them with my PVA glue, which essentially makes them an acrylic paint, because that's what acrylic paint has got in it. So my pouring recipe and all what I do to mix my paints is underneath. There's also links in the drop down box underneath to beginners videos. So if you are a beginner and you want to learn how to mix paints and do your first pours, there's lots of videos there for you, video links to beginners pours. Today I'm doing again a dip on the bigger canvases. These are 55 by 40, what was the, 50 by 40 centimetre canvases. No, that's the bigger one. Anyway, yeah, that's an 80 centimetre. I thought I'd still got the wrapper, but they're the Mont canvases. You can still order those online at the online store in Australia, the Cabriole Shabby Chic, or if you're overseas, you'll be able to get them from Amazon. Yeah. So this week is will be my 50,000 subscribers. Oh my word, I can hardly believe it. It is really bizarre for me, just a little Aussie girl lady you know, pouring in my own art studio, enjoying having a good time with you guys. I'm so happy to reach 50,000. And that's wonderful, 50,000 subscribers. I have a lot more viewers than subscribers, so in all. So if you haven't subscribed, please do so. It's absolutely free, and yeah, there you go. Help me in my journey. Show my kids that Grandma can he's up there with the other YouTubers doing this. So I'm just really happy and very thankful to you guys, because it's you guys that have done this for me. So I'm going to do some series of pours this week where I mention about this will be my 50,000 subscriber week of pours, and I do intend on doing a few giveaways of my art too, but we're just working out how to do it, or what to actually yeah, just basically how to do it. But I hope to do that as a little bit of a thank you to you guys. So I will start off with, this is my double dip, and I'm dipping one big canvas to the next big canvas. So I have done it on this side before, and it's turned out successful. I wanted nice, bright, uplifting colours, because this is what I really believe we all need at the moment, is something bright and uplifting. So here she goes with bright and uplifting. This one is the, oh, got that too close, the neon orange. So they do have some neon colours in the Mont poster paints, so they're fun and great to do with children as well, because these are non-toxic It's nothing, you know, that they can really do much damage with. So it's a good fun experience if you're a mum and dad at home with kids. I mean, if you can't get out and get your paints, then order online, because if you're in Australia, they're still got plenty of, they're still delivering and still, so you have it to basically arrive at your doorstep, the paint. So there's no excuse. You can get down and paint with your children, a wonderful pastime. So this is a brighter orange. This one actually is a leftover from the Mont studio acrylic, so I am mixing the poster paint with studio acrylic, so I hope this works. I'm sure it will. When you're doing dips like this, what I have learned in the last few weeks is you can't do dips with runny paint, because they end up just going to mud. Now I am a little worried that this particular one is a little bit runnier compared to my other paints, so I'm hoping I've done the right thing by actually mixing the poster paints with the acrylics, but we'll see. You have to sort of try things, you know. So this is the yellow in poster paints. These look quite subdued when they're mixed at first, but they dry quite vibrant. They come back to their true colour. I'm going to pour this yellow right the way around the edge, because I'd like a nice bright edge. It's got to be a nice bright and uplifting for a depressing kind of times at the moment that we're all facing, but just do something that brings you joy. And with paint, you know, you can sort of mess up and stuff up, because it's only paint, and you just scrape it if you don't like it. So it's nothing that's too bad at all. And as I've often said, what you think is absolutely disgusting, like all the paintings I do that I think, oh, this one is a stunner, I get the least amount of views or likes on it, so my taste is completely different to my audience by the seam. So you just don't know what you think is good is beautiful in somebody else's eyes. Now this was a yellow that I'd basically custom mixed, buttercup yellow. It was just the yellow, and I added a little bit of the orange, so it kind of made it a real nice buttercup yellow. I'm just keeping with the chevrons, because I just find personally, for my particular paint styles, they come out beautiful, usually. So I shouldn't jinx myself, but you know, think, well, it's only paint. If I have to scrape it off, it's not a big deal. And basically just don't worry about it. It's just it's basically the process that you're doing is the fun, therapeutic side of it all. Right, got to put some uplifting. So this is, it's actually the red, it's just red, but it looks like a magenta, but it actually does dry red. So I might start down here with this, get some of this nice. Gosh, I almost started singing then, or humming, thinking I'm all alone and I've got you guys with me. So I should say at the beginning of all my videos, shouldn't I now? Pause my video, go make yourself a nice cup of coffee or cup of tea or whatever you prefer to drink. And sit down and just enjoy and relax. Just like people to relax with me, because it's my relaxing time while I'm out here. It's my enjoyable time. So yeah, this is going to be definitely bright and beautiful, hopefully beautiful. If not, you know, as I said, it's only paint, don't stress over it. What am I gonna add? Okay, I want to get some of this purple in there. This is really quite thick. Let's just hope that I can pull this one off and get a good double dipper. Oops, a daisy. Maisie. Okay, that's probably enough of that. I might definitely go with a bit of white, and I think then I've got more than enough, as I usually do. I'll probably be able to dip 2 canvases on this by the time I've done it, maybe. We'll just see. I ordered my Mont online. I got a whole box of them, so that's in Australia. You can order a whole box. I think they're cheaper buying a whole box. I'm not sure, but I didn't want to I didn't want to be without canvases and paint. So I know that, oh, I'll do reverse one, yeah. I know they have them available, so do I add a bit of black or do I not? No, okay, let's just go with that. See how we go. I'm having a hottie at the moment. Sorry guys, just had to put my, I could stop the video, couldn't I? But I didn't, sorry about that. I was just having a bit of a hottie because it's about 29 degrees here today, so it's quite warm. And like I said, we're on the Sunshine Coast in Queensland, Australia, and this is going into our winter time, but this is the most gorgeous time of year. Just debating whether to add one little bit of black in here. Well, this is actually navy, just a teeny weeny bit every now and again. And the flies appear as soon as you get the paint out. It's a bit crazy. Let's just do it. Do it. So I've got my other one. I would normally put my tape on the back to keep my bottom clean, but I forgot. So excited to get into my paint room today. Having all these different ideas come in my head, but I want to do some work with the tempera paints because they're nice and economical for lots of you to learn with, or like I've found, even if you're a proficient painter or artist at acrylic pouring, this tempera paint really does dry nice and shiny, and just like acrylic paint, once you've added your pouring medium, so it's not any biggie. And all of those people that kind of freak out about all the longevity and, oh, you've got to worry about the quality, you know, like, it's a painting, it's art, and you're not selling them for thousands of dollars. So people that kind of stress out about it not being, you know, being archive quality, I just find it crazy, because, you know, like I've said before, I buy a 5,000 leather lounge and it faded in no time and wasn't actually in the sunlight. So there you go. You've just got to put it under perspective that how much it actually costs you to do these, to think of it fading or something, or cracking, you know, that's not any different than any other product on the market today that you might pay thousands of dollars for. So don't stress out, people freak out about those kind of things. So I'm going to flip it over just to make sure that the paint is transferred as well to both of them. I'm just hoping that See, when I put my tape on the bottom, I don't get a dirty bottom. It stays nice and clean. But I completely got carried away thinking I just want to do something bright and uplifting for these darker days that we have all, or are all, going through. So chin up, guys. Just look forward to brighter future and hopefully change a lot of things in our life to be more respectful and don't take things for granted any longer, because as we know now, life as we know it can all come to a sudden stop. And anyway, let's go. Joe. Holy dooly, holy dooly, oh my gosh. Well, there's obviously so much orange in this one, but it's gorgeous. And I know it will be as it develops further. I probably could dip on that again, but I'm a bit worried that it might go a bit mucky. But that is, I know that those will be so beautiful as they're dry. I'll give my little Wonder Wand a quick whiz over. Bright and uplifting, that's what they are. Not too much, not too much, but look at this. This is, it's got, I went and probably pulled it up the wrong way, but that's okay because I can fix those up with some little swirls of my little skewer or something. I mean, you know, if anybody that knows my art knows my signature, it's like having a signature dish or a signature pour. Like Rinske Duna is, you know, her signature is the Dutch pour. Basically, almost 99% of Rinske's are Dutch pours. There's other artists, there's Kathleen Osmore that does the gorgeous, is known for her reflection swipes or swipes. So everybody says that I'm the balloon queen because I love the balloon, and I do, because it can change a painting, it can add interest, or it can just, where you get some bits that you don't like, if you just press your balloon in there, at this minute in time the paint will be too thick to sort of really get something nice and defined. So what I will do now with these, I'm just going to leave them to dry for maybe, I will probably leave these for a good hour or so, because there's plenty of paint on them. And if I come back and I find they've got any bits that I don't like where the sort of paint must have dribbled, I will just press the balloon in, just this little tiny water balloon. But oh gosh, I nearly dropped my balloon. Wow, this one I'm absolutely, well, I love them both, but I know as this dries and I embellish it just teeny tiny bits, just teeny tiny bits with the balloon, see, that's way, it'll be a stunner. It's developing a little bit of cells. So I'm going to leave you guys for now, and that's my double dip on bigger canvases. I have got one to do in just the 3 colours of the yellow and black. What was they? 2 different kinds of yellow and black I did, but I'm very happy with those. So thank you guys for joining me as usual. Please wait for the end and I will run some photos through of my finished pours on these where I finish off the embellishments, but I'm going to leave these for a while. So thank you guys for joining me on my 50,000 subscriber week. I thank each and every one of you for your support and 99.9% positive gorgeous feedback you give me, and keep with me, keep cellmates, you know, spend this time inside with me. Okay, bye guys, till next time, thank you.